What's going on, you guys and girls? Let's talk about why a large percent of people never reach 100,000 net worth. And in this video, I highlight common mistakes that and providing a roadmap to build wealth. Now, here's the problem: most people will not reach 100K net worth, and here's the few reasons why. Low average net worth is the average American net worth is gonna be surprisingly low even after decades of working. And it's due to one, lifestyle creeps. And income increase does so does the spending, preventing any real wealth accumulation. That means people feel rich but aren't actually building assets.
1 in 3 Americans making over $100,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. What does that tell me? This ain't a math problem. It's a behavior problem. Lifestyle creep. Easily one of the top 5 creeps. A lifestyle creep is. It's when your income goes up and your spending creeps right up to meet it, so you don't even notice. You don't even notice you got a raise because you just kept spending more and more. So how do you stop falling into these cycles where you
How many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? It's something like 1 in 4 Americans living paycheck to paycheck. I'll put the number on the screen so you can see it. But with that being said, that's going to cause many Americans not to have a net worth of 100K. Now, the other reason why people won't reach 100K net worth is payment mentality. Focusing on monthly payment instead of total cost leads to overspending and recurring debt and draining of income.
More and more people are drowning in debt they took on with a click of a button.
Why are you running?
Klarna is one of the many companies offering buy now, pay later schemes, which allow shoppers to buy online and pay for their items 30 days later or in interest-free installments. In the US, it's getting increasingly expensive to afford a minimal quality of life. And more people are buying everyday purchases like takeout through loans.
Yes, people will end up being broke because with you making monthly payments, you don't actually know how much money you're spending sometimes. With the buy now, pay later, or payday lending, all these different reasons will cause you to become broke. Because these little payments will cause your money to slowly leak out and you won't actually be able to build wealth. Now, the other issue people do is late investing and lack of compound growth. Many people try to save their way to wealth rather than invest. Starting investing late significantly reduces the power of compound interest. And on the screen, I'll show you a few examples like this one. When you invest $500,000 at the age of 18 to age 67, gives you millions of dollars. But if you try to do that at the age of 45 to age 67, same $500, it's not as much. So that's what happens when you invest later. And the last thing I'm going to say on this is no asset ownership. Most people own liability depreciation item rather than asset generate income or grow in value. So people like to invest in toys. They like to invest in cars. They like to invest in boats. And in reality, those aren't really investments. Those are really bad depreciation value of items. Now, if you want to get out of that situation, here's an easy roadmap that will break you out of it. The first thing you need to do is eliminate all high interest debt. Prioritize paying off anything above 7% like credit cards. You doing that will help you build wealth because now you're not paying someone else money. You can use that money to invest. Number 2 is build an emergency fund. Now, this buffer prevents going back to debt during unexpected event. Now, how much emergency fund should you have? I recommend having 3 to 6 months, depending on how secure your job is. Also, I recommend this because I know things happen. Now, $1,000, like what Dave Ramsey said, it can work, but I don't think it's adequate enough personally if you have a family. Now, if you're living on your own and you only need $1,000, yeah, you can easily live off that for emergency fund. But the more expenses you have, or the bigger the family you have, the more money you need to have in an emergency fund. That's just how it is. Number 3, if you want to get to the 100,000, you need automated investment. Set up automatic transfer at least $500 a month in a simple broad index fund. It's not too much money to worry about if you have a decent income. Now, if you have a low income making like $30,000 a year, yeah, that's going to be hard. So adjust it to what you can afford and start as early as you can. And number 4, if you want to build that $100,000, live like you make half your income. So this is an extreme approach. Even for a few years can dramatically accelerate your wealth accumulation. And I'll show you on the screen, if you just invest $20,000 for 4 years, which is $80,000, into a S&P 500 or whatever index you want, and your age of 25, and you finish it by the age of 29. This is how much you'll have without investing another penny. And let's make it simple. Let's say you save that $20,000 a year for 4 years, and you just have $80,000 in account in cash, and you didn't know what to do with it, and you decide to invest. So I'm gonna put that number on the screen. So in conclusion, this video tells you the 100K net worth is not about how much money you make. It's the gap between what you earn, what you spend, and what you can invest compound over time. Now, this requires discipline, consistency, and focus on investment rather than just saving. Like and subscribe to my video, and that's all I got for